Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another unexpectedly random product review. How are you guys doing today? Let's see. I just wrapped up a live stream a little while ago. Thought, feeling kind of snacky. Needed something to eat. So, best thing that come to mind was some tortilla chips and queso. Of course, it's late at night. All the queso places are closed. What on earth am I going to do? Well, I picked up something earlier at the store. It is called Cacique Mexican style queso dip, and it is the Queso Blanco variety. As you can see right there, I'll give you a shot of the product in just a moment. Here we go. Look at that beautiful cheesy delightfulness. Now, this is looking pretty cool. I haven't tried it yet, of course, because that's why we're reviewing it. It is very thick. Um, it's a mild. I don't know if it showed it on the lid, but it is a mild queso dip. So that frame of reference is not always very clear. That's why we're here. Heating instructions, you actually just take the top off of it, which, as a heads up, it does look like a foil-based top, so you'll want to make sure you don't have any small pieces left behind, or you may cause sparking in your microwave. Um, but you take the top off of it, set the lid on it loosely, and you microwave it for 60 seconds, stir, and then 30 seconds at a time after that till you get to your desired consistency. I had this a little thinner earlier. It's of course cooled down a bit as I was setting up here, but yeah, I figured we'd try this out. There wasn't enough there to actually be able to taste that, just so you know, I didn't want to wipe it on my shirt or something. For our chip, we've got some Santa Fe, just ordinary white corn, I think, tortilla chips. Uh, Nothing special, really, as far as a chip goes. It's a basic, crunchy white corn chip, just like that. Kind of your run of the mill store bought chips. That's not actually what we're going to be reviewing today. We're focusing on the cheese dip. The chip is just the carrier. So it's going to be a relatively short review, but a good review all the same. And I'm going to have a wonderful time. So we're going to get a sizable amount. And I don't know that there's any way to do this and not look foolish. So we're just going to go for it. Oh, wow. That's an interesting flavor. There is little to no heat to it at all. Um, Personally, I probably would have preferred a little more spiciness. I was trying to find the ingredients here, but it looks like they're on the bottom. That's a very unfortunate place for them. I was going to try and find out what kind of cheese it contains. It just says cheese. It doesn't specify what variety of cheese. It's got a very slight tanginess, like just a hint of a sharp cheddar sort of taste. Um, it may be a Oaxaca base because that's a pretty common cheese base for queso blanco based cheeses. Um, it's definitely it's it's got kind of a very clingy texture, I guess. Um, and that sort of tangy cheesiness. I'm making up words here. Um, it lingers for a little bit on your tongue. It does not. Of course, I'm referencing the kind of the local Mexican restaurant that we have here, Mexican style restaurant. Um, and their queso blanco. Theirs is not quite as tangy as this. It's not a bad experience. It's just kind of different. If you're looking for a mellow cheese dip, something that doesn't, I mean, it's got really negligible amount of heat. Um, I'm not really detecting any spiciness at all here. Um, so if you're looking for a cheese dip that's got very little heat, maybe something that you're gonna put on something, maybe on enchiladas or on um, with a fajita or something, slap some cheese, some queso blanco in with it. This would probably be good. I think its tanginess doesn't lend it very well to being a just a dip based cheese, because that's kind of throwing me off here, really. I'm trying to figure out if it's the cheese itself that's got that tanginess, or if it's something that's added to it. Here's tomatoes in it. Ah, there's added vinegar. So the tanginess is not a natural occurrence, like from an aged cheese. That's a little disappointing, to be totally honest. So yeah, overall, um, I probably wouldn't go out of my way to get this as a dipping cheese. It would make a good like topping cheese for sure. I could see pouring this over top of enchiladas. It already sounds amazing. So it's not bad as far as taste and flavor. It's just different than what I was anticipating for like a queso blanco. And the tanginess of it initially, like I said, I thought it was maybe the cheese type because some sharper cheeses have sort of a tanginess to them. But the more times I've tasted it, it's stepping farther away from a cheese based tanginess and more of an added in tanginess from either the citric acid that's with the tomatoes, because it says there's citric acid with them, um, or the distilled vinegar that's added to it. So that's a little disappointing. Um, Kind of my take on it, I guess. But yeah, there's definitely no spiciness to this at all, which is neat. I mean, so it finally for once it says mild and it actually means mild. So that's our review. I'm not gonna say yay or nay on that one. It's kind of middle of the ground. I could see it having its uses, but it's not a one I'd go out of my way for. So that's all I've got for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you in the next one. Till then, stay random. This has been another unexpectedly random product review.